First channel I want to call out, Pabst Boys Roadhouse. Always entertaining to watch, always informational. So Clyde, you're up, bud.
The Pabst Boys Roadhouse. Clyde, calling you out.
Okay, so I've been called out. This is a new thing that's happening on the YouTubes and all over social media. So I checked my social media today, only to find that a lot of people were talking about this thing that was started by a guy named Chris Meechan, who has a YouTube channel. And basically what he wanted to do is call out Jeepers, YouTube Jeepers, and basically get them to say a little story about how they got started with not only the Jeep thing, but the YouTube thing as well. So yes, so thank you very much to both SWB Crawler and Power Addicts. You guys called me out on the exact same day. If anyone else has called me out, sorry I didn't catch that because I was getting bombarded with links to that from a bunch of different people following and people that follow you guys. So I appreciate it. Thank you for nominating me for this this Jeep call out. So where do I get started? When I was younger, I was a much younger, beardless version of this man sitting before you. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Just to get in the mood, I'm gonna need to prepare. Yeah, so I was a much beardless version of the guy sitting before you. Yes, and I had a friend. This was in or around the time that me and all my friends had gotten our driver's licenses, and he picked up. Must have been a 90 or 90, somewhere early 90s, Jeep Cherokee, and it was a lot of fun. I grew up in Motor City on the South Detroit side. Anyway, yeah, there's not a lot of, it's more of an industrial town, so we'd have to travel out to find places to go wheeling with it, and it was just a blast. So years and years later, a friend of mine, Tommy, had one of the same vintage, and he was driving it around for a long time. And he decided that it was too much on gas, and he probably wouldn't be able to sell it for very much, so he was going to scrap it. And I said, "Hey, dude, I'll take it off your hands for what the scrapper will give you, and we'll do something with it, and it'll be fun. It'll be lots of fun." Yeah, and that's basically how the Jeep project started. It was just whoa, kind of fell in my lap, and I also had just gotten the Roadhouse, or what was just my regular garage, and ended up turning into what we all know now as the Roadhouse. Okay, so moving forward, how did that turn into a YouTube thing? So basically, when I was looking up different ways that people have modified their Jeeps, I took to the forums, and I read forum after forum after forum after forum, and these guys, they have really good ideas, and I really appreciate every bit of input that I've read from you guys on the forums. But they were so boring. They're so boring to read. And and I wasn't even, like, I didn't even think, oh, I'm gonna be one of the forum guys. But I had a lot of time to kill at the time. This was prior to being a daddy and stuff. So I just thought it would be funny to start a forum based on this build, where instead of just showing the pictures of the things, actually like put myself in the pictures and go over the top with like the Pabst Blue Ribbon thing, because a lot of my friends bug me for drinking Pabst. And when people bug you about something, embrace it, because then it just turns into something funny and something great. So I drink a lot of Pabst Blue Ribbon, so that became the theme. And it was actually a forum on what was it, CherokeeForum.com, and I called it the PBR Inspired Cherokee. So you guys can all go check that out later if you want. If you type in PBR Inspired Cherokee, I think it's the first hit on Google. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll save you the time. But basically what I did was, it was picture after picture with the explanation of what was going on, and throwing that humor in, and throwing in the whole idea. And then later Tommy became a part of it, And then it got funnier, right? So there was a lot of people following it, and they're like, man, you should do videos. That was like the thing. I kept getting DMs, and I had no idea how to put a video together. And if you watch any of the first videos, like, you just go to the video page, oldest. They sucked, and they're really bad. And oh man, I go there and I cringe every once in a while just to keep my ego in check, right? So basically, yeah, it was a crash course on how do I put videos together that would be entertaining enough that I'd want to go back and watch them. And that was pretty much the MO. Like, the whole building the Cherokee thing was the content to the thing that I wanted to make, which was just like a fun, fancy free version of DIY that maybe the internet hadn't seen before. So yeah, it was kind of just like a fun thing. Hey, let's make these funny videos. And but at the same time, it was also like, yeah, I'm working on this project. And yeah, that's pretty. I think that sums it up for the most part. I'm not sure. So things slow down. Things always slow down for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. So like I alluded to before, I have become a daddy, and I have been for a while. So I've got a beautiful little 4-year-old, and she's fantastic.
Rose, can you catch me? Let's go. I'm getting away. I'm getting away. You're not gonna catch me. You're not gonna catch me. Whoa, you're getting close. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. Oh my, did I lose her? I think I lost her. Ah! Made it to the end.
Yeah, so I've been spending a lot of time with her, so I don't think a lot of you will blame me for kind of putting things off in other places to focus a little bit of my energy there. I've also been doing political podcasting, so I'll leave a link in the description for that. It's more of like a commentary channel. I've been collaborating with a buddy of mine named Direwolf. That's his channel name. So yeah, you guys can check that out. I'll put that down in the description as well. But yeah, basically that's where it started and where we've gotten to. I think the Jeeping hobby is a lot of fun. Half the time I haven't been able to take this one out, but I do have friends that have other Jeeps. Yeah, because this one's always in pieces, and I'm always working on it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. And parts are not always the cheapest. So it's a thing, it's a hobby, it's all part and parcel to what it is that we do. So, I wish everyone the best. And I just want to thank you guys for calling me out in this thread that's going on. So I have some people that I would like to call out. And this is the part of the challenge, where I get to call out some people. So first and foremost, I want to call out Tony McElroy of the Jeep Talk Show. You're up, buddy. I want to hear your Jeep story. And yeah, bring it right from the beginning, right up to date, to the point where you're waiting for parts and you're doing it impatiently. Check out the show and have a listen, because you'll find out a little bit about that. Next person I would like to nominate is not just a person. It's a couple of people. A couple of people. Yes, a definite couple. Jarrett and Grace from Crawl TV. I am calling you out. I know you guys have some great stories. I've chatted with you privately a ton. And well, I'm friends with these guys, so I definitely want them to share maybe some of the more funny side, and want to hear a lot about AMC Eagles in your response to this. Next guy I want to call out is probably a lesser known in the Jeep community, because he actually started out doing pipe reviews, like smoking pipes. And I stumbled across his channel. I've been following him ever since. And his name is Jay, and his last name is Dighsx. Dighsx. I could never figure out how to pronounce the second part of his name. But Jay, you are being called out. I want you to do a response video to this. I've been following you for a while. I really enjoy your content. You got a great personality. You make it easy. You're one of those characters that's really easy to follow, and video after video after video. So he's working on a really interesting build that involves a Wrangler and some other stuff. So I want you guys to go over and check that out. Again, links as always in the description below. And I guess that's the challenge. I think I'm done here. Am I off the hook? I think I am. Cheers.